ain't gonna expose. I'm not like that. I'm not a snitch. Virginity. It's a hush topic.
Yeah. They love me.
Let's see if your parents raised you.
It's deeper than the physical.
What up, fam? Welcome back to the Juxtaposition, everyone. Come to the back. Boom, boom, to the Juxtaposition.
Boom, boom, boom.
Welcome back to the Juxtaposition, man. It's Nana, and I got Janet to my left, man. I got Bernice to my right, man. We the best podcast in the world, man. Stop playing with us, man. 3 years in this thing, man. We just love some Jesus, man. Ooh, ooh.
See that? Ooh, ooh. Every time, ooh, ooh. Eh?
Ooh.
Every time, ooh, ooh. Ooh.
Welcome back to the Juxtaposition, man. I'm Nana.
I'm Janet.
And I'm your girl, Bernice. Bernice, not Brittany. Bernice.
Boomy.
Yeah, you can.
We're back. Today was...
Tell them your names, bro.
Yeah, my name is Oluwabumi.
Yeah, like,
but that's
you guys don't tell the people your name.
Olayemi, Orowale, Omo Orowale.
Say your name.
My papa's name is Orowale.
What's your name? Tell your name.
My name is Janet.
My friend, say your name.
Say my name?
Say your name.
My name is Omotola
Olajumoke.
Orowale. Full stop.
Nice one.
What's
And
your name?
mine is,
Come on, say it's confidence. Why are you saying like that? It's good.
oh,
Come on,
which one?
Say your full name.
all of them.
Eric Mensa Dankwa.
So you say it like it's just...
Yeah, come on.
Eric Nana Mensa Dankwa.
That's very nice.
Smooth.
Every name has power behind it.
It
Amen.
does.
Oh.
That's why it's important to name your children something
Amen.
valuable.
Yes.
And it shouldn't just don't call them XX.
Yeah.
That's not.
Don't call them that.
Don't call
I was
them.
going to say another name. I might offend.
Yeah, you don't want to offend
Yeah.
people.
Okay.
But, yes, choose a name that is...
Don't name them something from the Holocaust or something like that.
What does your name mean? We want to know what your name means. Put it down in the
some
comments.
People do. Hold up, they do.
What do you mean? Don't name them from the Holocaust?
People will name their people like Hitler and stuff like that.
Oh, you're saying like
Yeah.
obviously evil name, like names that
Yes.
have past.
Yes.
Okay,
She almost
okay.
got me.
No, I was just wondering. I was like, what do you mean? Because people's names were
Nah, some people do that. I'm like, bro, you don't have to do that.
okay.
It's
Obviously,
just-
not like people who are bad leaders.
Yeah.
You want good leaders.
Yeah.
Yes. But I was saying, yes, you guys, I want to know your names. I want to know what they mean. So put your names in the comments and say what it means. And maybe we'll put our names
Do
in
you
the
know what your
comments,
name
see
means?
I
do.
think it's something, riches or something.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Our parents definitely made sure that our name meant some
Wealth.
type of wealth. Bernice means bringer of victory. Oluwabumi means God has given me wealth, or God has gifted me wealth, I think. Or no, I think that's all I am. I mean, God has, something about wealth. I'm worthy of wealth or something like that. Yeah. Eric means rock, no? Or brother?
I don't know.
I think Eric
but
means rock.
They
Yeah, Eric means rock.
definitely. Well, it wasn't they. My dad definitely didn't give me that name with a purpose. Like, he just gave
But
me
every
that
name has
But then it has
power.
a good...
No, he gave it to
Power.
me because I think his brother had that name.
That's
Or
okay.
his cousin. Yeah, it's okay.
Oh gosh.
don't like your name?
If Nana could
I
change
don't like Eric, if I'm being honest.
If you could change your name, what would you change it to?
I'll change it to Nana, like my legal name. I'll change Nana Mensa Dankwa.
That's it.
I wouldn't change my name. I did not like my name before. Dude, I felt like it was a grandma name. It was, and it is.
Yeah,
Not
not
anymore.
a lot of people are named
But now you've
Bernice.
morphed into the name.
Yeah, because I was like, that's a grandma name. Who calls their child Bernice at their young age? Bernice, come here.
It just seems so like Sadiddy.
Huh?
Eric just seems so like Sadiddy, like so posh, like
Eric?
like bro. I like Eric sometimes, but then it's like nah, I don't like.
But-
like I feel offended when Ghanaians call me Eric. I'm like, bro, don't call me Eric.
But the thing is, how do you introduce yourself to new people?
If I'm with you guys,
No, we're not
people,
new.
not
just
me.
in general.
Yeah.
If you were meeting somebody
Nana,
new,
Nana.
so in your workplace now you introduce yourself as Nana?
What happened was in my workplace, in a document I put Nana
Talking to the
Dankwa.
mic.
I put Nana Dankwa, right? And then I get to work. I'm here thinking they see my documents, so they're about to call me Nana. Oh, hey, Eric. This is where everything is. Once one person called me Eric, all of them start calling me Eric. And then the manager came to me like, oh, hey, Eric, I see that you put your name as Nana. Do you prefer to be called Nana? And I'm like, you know what? It's okay.
Why?
You guys are already
You should
there.
have said yes.
You should have said yes.
Yeah, I'm like, no, we can change. I said,
You should have said
Listen,
yes, because then
it's
you
okay.
can't complain if somebody says, I don't
no,
want to be
I'm not
called
even that
Eric.
mad, to be honest. Like, it's not even that serious, because it's like, I ain't gonna be there for a long time.
It don't matter.
But you call that every day. You don't.
That's what I'm saying. Who do you want to be known as
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was
in this world of podcasting? Do you want to be known as Eric or Nana?
Yeah, other than work, I say it's Nana. So I tried.
I don't think you did.
I tried. I put it on my document. I never do that. I tried. I tried to
stand
be
up for
like,
yourself,
Yeah,
man.
you're
and
standing
I'm
for
like,
yourself.
Come on, man.
You know, people in this world want to be called what they want to be called. So
Yeah, they
You
will
assume
fight
position.
for whoever. If you don't get it right, you'll know.
yeah.
yeah.
Anyways,
Yes.
we're back with another episode. I hope you guys enjoyed the last one.
Yeah.
Yes.
What did we talk about again?
We talked
Faith in
about-
the workplace and
Yes.
just being bold and just overcoming fear and just sharing the gospel and the good news with people in the workplace. So that was a good one. I think people are encouraged, and I feel like a lot of people definitely are experiencing that if they are believers, or at least just generally, because this world we live in is
Yeah.
It's hard.
it's hard out here for a Christian.
Yeah, I don't have any updates yet, but
It's
You
okay.
did
It'll
okay?
work. Don't worry.
yeah, I'll get
Did you
there.
try this week? What did you do?
Play any music?
Not even one time.
What is that noise?
Yeah, sorry guys, we're hearing a noise in our thing. Hopefully.
It's gone now. Okay.
Yeah, maybe Kenneth can cut out that part.
Okay, I think
No.
it's better.
No, you have to try. You have to try it next week.
Yeah.
This week.
Yeah, I'm trying to find different. Like, once again, work is so like intense. It's hard to talk to people.
So your lunch break.
My lunch break,
I
no
would
one's-
not want to talk to
No.
anybody on my lunch break.
But that's the only time. That's
But
the
no
challenge.
one's really on my lunch break with me.
No one is, or there is one. And you're just like, oh.
Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, not maybe there's one, but like I'm not on the same lunch break. I know I'm making.
I'm
excuses,
challenging you.
but
I challenge you to at least once this week to reach out to one person. It doesn't have to be talking about Jesus, but like,
Get to know them
start to
more.
get to know them so that then you have a gateway to share about Jesus.
Do you have any friends at work yet?
no,
potential
my friend's sister works there. Did I tell you guys that?
No, you did. Oh, wow.
Yeah, Tori and Tara's sister works there. They actually told me about last week's episode. They're like, yo, when you said this, I knew what you were talking about. And I'm like, oh. But I see her, she works in a different department than me. So it's like, I say, oh, hey. And like, sometimes my friend Ty asks me, like, oh, how's she doing? I was like, I don't know. I don't really talk to her like
in
that.
the same era.
So to me, if you're listening, this is me outside of work. So, hi. Yeah.
Okay. Well, this week I think,
We struggled.
yeah.
Why did you struggle?
I didn't struggle.
Well, where do
No,
you
I
guys
mean
struggle?
to find something to discuss.
Oh yes, to get to this place here. It
No,
took us
no,
a
no,
little
no.
while.
This is perfect.
but it's
But
got
it
This is
landed,
perfect
yes.
because I'm super amped.
yes.
Because we were struggling to find a topic.
Yeah.
But the 3-year anniversary just passed, and I wanted to talk about it, but it slipped my mind. How?
It did. It's like 3 weeks later,
I know.
which is it's sad. We
It's
didn't
going to be
celebrate
4
like that.
weeks later when they listen to this.
Yes, by the time it comes out, it's
Yeah.
gonna
A
be
whole
4
month.
weeks. But God's timing. It's
Yeah.
just God's timing. So yes, we celebrated 3
3 years, man.
September 28th
Yes.
or 27th. Sorry, it's 27th.
27, yeah.
2020, we officially launched
Yeah.
our very first episode. Now, if
Yeah.
I could look back at that episode, I will cringe.
I
my
did that take
gosh.
like 40 times.
You watch it back?
Remember when we were
intro.
the
Oh, yes,
intro.
yes,
I'm like,
yeah.
welcome back to show. Oh my god, I can't say this. I can't do this.
And,
Welcome back to-
and we had an audience.
Oh yeah, we had an
It
audience
wasn't like
in
we
the
were by
house.
ourselves. We had Kenneth.
No.
Oh,
We had Jermaine in there.
yes.
Was
Yeah.
Christoph in there?
No. Kevin and Jermaine.
Yeah, I was like, we had an
Yeah.
audience
I
too,
was
so we were
scared.
very nervous.
Yeah.
I was very nervous for sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, we could do this.
Yeah.
But how did you feel looking back at it now? Like, in that moment, did you think we'll get this far?
I don't know. I think like I thought it would just start and we would first I thought it was definitely for fun. Like this is for fun and we're just gonna do it as something as a passion project. We didn't know how far it would go. I feel like even back then, like to just look at how I was dressed, like I was just too professional. I was just too uptight. My shoulders were just it was just a lot. I was thinking about a lot and trying to be perfect and trying to be like not make a mistake with my words and stuff. But I think like we've definitely done well and we've definitely come a long way. I'm proud of where we've come from, and even though sometimes we had like ups and downs in our consistency, like we always remained. Also, actually, like yeah, we had ups and downs, but at the same time, like one thing I really respect from us in terms of like having to work with friends, like it's not hard. It's hard working with your
That's
friends.
a good point.
It's very hard working with your friends. It's very hard to find a compromise and not get mad and not get frustrated and fight and still be able to do an episode. There were definitely times where like we disagreed on certain things and certain topics, but I think we always like apologized or like, just saw good things in each other. Like, hey, like throughout the time we saw good things after. But I mean, like, working with friends, that's the one thing I learned a lot from starting the podcast. It can be difficult.
And
like, how did you feel? I don't know.
It starts with love, though.
Yes.
Because if the love wasn't there, because prior to us starting this podcast, we were friends for maybe 5 years. No.
Whoa.
No, sorry.
Was it? No, it's like 3.
No, 4. 4, 5, 6,
4.
7. 4 years. We were friends for 4 years prior.
2017?
Yeah.
No, 4 plus 7. 4. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 4 years. We were friends before that.
Before 2020?
Yeah.
2017,
2016,
2016.
18, 19, 20. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were friends
She had to
prior
use
to that. We had bare mileage, 4 years of, going through stuff. So it's like, if this was a different group of friends, my love wouldn't be like the same in terms of if you say this to me, how quick can I forgive you? Or if you don't do this, like, I'm not super mad because I understand. There's an understanding there. So the love is there. So that's why working with these guys are a great partnership, to be honest.
Praise God.
It's a great partnership. I'm not going to lie. The best I could ask for. But this 3 years, that was the question, how do I feel?
No, did you think we're gonna get like?
Oh, yeah, no,
initially when we first started,
I
did you
knew
think it would get to this point?
I knew it. I knew it. This wasn't no one-time thing and stuff like that. Like, I knew that the 3 years, 3 years, I'm like, this thing's going to be forever. Ever. So it's like, just like thinking about it or where we're at right now, I'm not surprised. Like, there's no surprise at all because I'm like, I knew that we're going to be here. And it's just cool that we're here. And the different phases, too. Phase 1, Shoreham. Phase 2, well, Shoreham, like my old house, like we made a makeshift studio in a room. Phase 2, what was phase 2? Church. Church. Phase 2. Phase 3, we're at Hugh Hour Studio. Book your appointment here, all right? So the phases is beautiful, and they're probably gonna get to it, but one day they want to own a studio. I want to do that too. I'm so invested in this podcast. I be pouring my money into certain stuff. We be pouring our money into different stuff. But I'm not going to lie. Listen, I love you guys. But there's certain things I wouldn't even mind doing because I'm like, I believe in this product. It's like a product on the shelf. Someone told me this. It's a product on the shelf. Are you just going to let it just sit there? No. Walmart, you walk into Walmart, you see... it used to be $21.99. Now it's $9.99. Soap, detergent soap. Your mom is looking at that. Hey, Bernice, come and buy this thing. So you have to, advertise it and put it there. And, So, yeah, that's what I feel. It's the Juxtaposition podcast is a precious diamond. What's that verse? She is more precious than diamonds. What is the verse that's pertaining to woman? Remember that verse? Come on, you guys
Bible
know that
scholar.
verse? She is more precious than rubies than her, or something like that. I don't know where it is. Go look it up.
Thank you.
But yes, how about you?
I think initially I was like,
Bernice thought it was
This
a
is the
quick
most-
time thing. Nah.
Bernice is the most skeptic.
I was-
out of all of us.
She was a
We were
quick money
together.
Cool, long story short, before you say that, first it was supposed to be me and Janet.
Janet and I.
We said, yeah, let's do a podcast. And Janet was like, oh, for real? I was like, yeah, because me and Janet just love to listen to podcasts. So we're like, okay. And then she hears it, like, I want to join too. And then, boom, Juxtaposition. So, yeah.
So yeah, initially I was excited. I think I was happy, but I was like, yeah, I don't know about this. I don't know how far it's gonna go. I was just very like in and out. It's like, I don't want to do this right now. I don't want to talk. I don't want to come here. I had moments where I'm like, oh, do we really have to record today? But if they weren't as what's the word I'm looking for? Persistent, or like their belief in the podcast, I definitely would have fell off already. I would have been like, yeah, I'm done. I'm not doing this anymore. Mm-hmm. But them being so on fire for it and them believing in the podcast definitely kept me on for sure. I think at the beginning too, I was very like, how is this gonna go? Like, I definitely was in my head too. If you go back into those past episodes, be wearing first of all, it was for COVID, so I had time to put on bare makeup, eyelashes, you name it. My face was beat, so I was obviously concerned about my feet, my physical appearance.
Image, yeah.
So I put more emphasis on that. But I think, yeah, just how we got to this place, maturity for sure. Our spiritual growth has gone up the roof. Don't get me wrong. I think we were doing okay during COVID, but I think like we were still in the baby phase. Mm-hmm. I feel like spiritually we're still in the baby phase. So a lot of the things we were saying is by God's grace. At least for me, I was like, it's by God's grace, because I don't think I was fully like giving my whole life to Jesus in terms of like letting him guide me and lead me and teach me and whatever the case is. And so the fact that we're here and we're able to speak and share our own testimonies and what we're going through and have Jesus be the center of it all, it's a great feeling to have. So,
and you were the editor when we first started.
Man,
She hated that
She
life.
was the editor.
She loved it and then hated it.
I loved it and then hated it. I'm like, we had to spend money. Like, when I say money, like money. At that time, God willing, we had Serb. So Serb was pouring their money while using the money. Pouring the money while using the money. But yeah, like I had to edit. Mm-hmm. What laptop was I even using? Janet's laptop was like not even like really like I basically broke it down.
She did.
I broke that laptop down.
Right? Fresh laptop. She broke.
Yeah, it was fresh laptop. Just being able to edit and just like, and that time we only had one angle too, right?
One angle and an iPhone on the side.
And an iPhone.
God.
We did.
We used the iPad at one point.
The iPhone staying out of storage. Our first camera we got was a Canon, $900. We put 300, put it together.
And then we had to delete stuff like during certain times.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, when we recorded, every time we recorded, the iPhone would stop.
Yes.
Midway, and we're just like, you know what? It is what it is.
That's crazy to shoot a podcast on an iPhone.
And at that time
that's
we were doing
too
like
much bandwidth for an iPhone.
How long we were recording
like
for?
40 hours.
Yeah, 40 to an hour.
And then you had to transport oh Lord.
I mean, but people are doing it nowadays, so.
And then, guys, I was making clips. So we'll post the YouTube video. I'll go to the YouTube video. I'll screen record the video. And then I'll go into my phone, just make a cut. And that would be the thing. I'm like, wow, we came a long way.
Definitely. I think that's the beauty about going back and remembering all the things that we've gone through just to get to this point. It's like you believe like, oh, like this is it. This is just this moment, this present moment. This is it.
Yeah.
But then you just look back and it's like, no, we've come a long way.
God has definitely been, God has definitely, I've just, like now looking back at it, like I've seen God's like hand in what we're doing. And because we put him first and we included him in the things that we wanted to do, like coming from Shoreham and being in a box, and then the Lord elevating us and saying, okay, now you're going to have to deal with being in the church and all these other obstacles, and, and then allowing us to also now come to this point. So it's like now if we look at the next
price we got this place for,
right,
was a blessing in itself.
In disguise. And it's just like the people that have had their hand in the things that we're doing is just like so amazing. And I just feel like, and this has only been 3 years. So like actually when we take a look at it, we've actually moved and elevated every year. So I'm really excited to see what 2024 is going to look like, because we're going to look back and be like, oh, we were in this studio, but maybe it's another studio, maybe it's our studio, God willing. But like I feel like he's definitely going to elevate us, and we're going to look back in 2023 and look at 2024 and be like, damn, like we grew every single year. And I pray that the Lord just continues to put his hand on us, and that he continues to grow us wherever he wants us to go, and we don't let him go out of our vision, and that we still keep him at the center, because that's the most important thing.
That's why it's very important to start with what you have.
Yes.
Because we had the money to go buy the $3,000, $4,000 camera.
We weren't even thinking like that, though.
Yeah, we're like, weren't. Thank God we weren't thinking like that.
Like, what's the best camera? But like, obviously we didn't go.
Yeah, let's get expensive. Something in the middle.
Yeah.
So it's very important that you start with what you have, because I think there's a beauty in starting with like the basics.
Yeah, simplicity is just to start. Just start.
Exactly. Make what the iPhone, do whatever you can. Get the paint and roll on the wall, right? So it's like I think about that too. I'm like, wow, we could have went big, but we didn't. Because it's like when you look back at it, it's like what levels can you go up? It's like you don't even have no skin in the game. You don't have no feet in the game.
Yeah.
Why start off with that big camera when you can go start off with something?
Or you just don't learn the basics of how to work a camera or whatever it is. Right. And that's just life in general. You can't skip processes. You can't skip steps because you're going to miss out on key things that will help you get to that final destination that you're trying to get to. Like, we wouldn't be able to do all these things if we didn't have the basic stuff that we had before, like how to put lightings properly. And we're still struggling with the lighting, but we make it work. Facts. Like in terms of the design of our vision begins to grow bigger because we've seen, okay, this is what we have. Like, where can we go? How can we elevate this podcast in terms of whatever it is that we're looking for? So, yeah, God's hand has definitely been on. It's so important to be grateful.
Yeah,
that's something I think it's just important to be grateful, because then it's like, I think also too, I haven't been as grateful as I should be, because every year just passes like, oh yeah, we did it. But this year is more so, and 3 is such a significant number.
That's my favorite number.
It's such a great number. Like
Father, Son, the Holy Spirit.
It's like exactly. It just encompasses like a full circle. And obviously there's other great numbers, but 3 is a great number too. It's a great number. And I just think like, yeah, I feel like God is definitely showing us like, hey, look what I can do.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think it's also, with this podcast, it's okay to dream. I be telling myself that. It's okay to dream. Sometimes I be there thinking about, oh, I should invest in this. I should invest in this. But buddy, you have this right here. Right? So it's like, why don't you just keep investing in this and see what God does? And I think we do this in life where we like to jump to this, to that, but it's like, why don't you keep growing that plant you have right in front of your face?
Yeah.
So it's like with this podcast, it's like I be dreaming, like even merch is a dream, but that's a simple step.
Yeah.
A live show is a dream. One day it will happen. A studio is a dream. One day it will happen. This to be a 9 to 5.
It will happen.
It will happen.
I'm still asking the Lord to work on my heart.
Along with some other things that can allow me to, be at home and do things and all these. But this can be a good buffer for,
What is your fear? Life. Is it a fear, or is it you actually committing to actually podcasting as something that you're gonna do? Is it a genuine love? That's okay.
I do enjoy this.
Okay.
I do. It's not like I'm like, oh gosh. Like when it starts, I'm like, oh, this is great. I like having conversation. I just think it's my perspective or my eyesight. How far can I see?
Ooh, come on.
Ooh. Oh.
Sorry, guys. We had a revelation.
Yeah. So we went to a church called Ignite Church, and the pastor was speaking about just how God talking about big dreams, and he used a passage of Abraham where God called him and said to the mountain, I don't know what it's in Genesis, I don't know what passage it is, but he said, like, okay, stand up on this mountain and you're gonna look out, and as far as your eyes can see, that's how far I'm gonna bring you. That's how far your people are gonna, I think, like the land, how much they're gonna cover the land or where they're gonna go. And so it's just like a matter of having big dreams and seeing beyond, because God can bring us far. Like,
Yeah,
our
we have
dreams
small
are
dreams.
yeah, and I think that's my thing. I think my dream is small. Like, I think we can do it.
Things that we can already do ourselves is what we dream for.
Yeah.
Something that is like, we can do merch.
Yeah.
That's not a big dream.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yeah.
possible. But maybe actually something like a live show or something like a studio is a big dream, because we might not really have those resources and we don't know where it's going to come from, where we're actually going to find the studio. So it's like, that's a God dream.
Yeah.
So
I also think when it comes to like media and certain things,
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
I feel like for certain podcasts or radio show, whatever.
Speak of the mic.
It's like God's hands on it. So when I say that, I feel like God makes the decision on, okay, this thing's gonna blow. Like when you hear people's stories, like most of their stories would be like, I've been doing this for 10 years and now I popped. You guys think I just popped out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Or I've been doing this for 5 years or 6 years. So it's like, you can do whatever you can buy all the Instagram ads you want, all the YouTube ads you want, but that thing won't pop until God says, I want to
Or it's
pop.
just it's even just a matter of just hitting the right person. Like, favor is like, that's like the key ingredient to a lot of things and why people get to certain places.
Connecting with certain people.
Is favor. Like, you may not even think this person will be the person that will get you to a certain place, but they just happen to be like, I see something in you, I'm going to invest in you. And that's how it flies, and you just begin to blow up, or whatever it is, they see something inside of you. So I think it's just like, social media can get you to the point where you start to be like, it's probably not gonna, like, look at all that stuff. They look great. That's never, our stuff is not even that, it's up to par. Like, who's really watching? Who's really listening?
Yeah.
Who's it really affecting? And so you start to just minimize your dream because of how much you see other people doing and how it looks like. And it's true. Some people have been doing it for 10 years and now they just recently popped up. So it's not a matter of what you see. It's a matter of what you do behind the scenes and how much you invest. And so if we are believing in a God that is big, then we too have to dream big. And so I just think, like, it's a matter of the mind for me. So it's not so much I don't believe in it. It's just a matter of getting my mind to actually get to that point of,
to see how God sees.
Yeah, and sometimes I can't see.
Like your brain is so
It's
so narrow.
See,
Me
blind.
can
Can't see.
I can't see. Let me see.
You need my glasses.
Can't see.
Oh, this is making my vibration even worse.
Can't see.
But yeah, it's just
I can see.
Maybe that's why Nana wears glasses, because he's the visionary for this podcast.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, sometimes I actually try to key into that. Like before, like in the first 1 or 2 years, like I was on Bernice's thing, but then after, like, just joining like more prayers and then hearing the sermon, I was like, you know what?
We can do it.
We can do it.
You
Like,
gotta
what do
get
you?
on this
What do
way.
you?
I didn't say anything.
I'm like, that is the boring dreamer, and that's okay. Sometimes you need that person who's gonna encourage you and uplift you and show you, like, no, we can do better and bigger things.
God bless this mind.
Honestly, his mind is open, but we just need to be with him as well, and just see the
join
things,
me, man.
You know? Join him in the visionary land of things. But
Do you guys want to hear my fear that I'm kind of scared to share
Sure.
when it comes to this podcast? My fear is, and I think a lot of times it's the enemy playing tricks with me in my brain. My fear is being afraid of something happening, like to our friendship, and that's it. You know?
And then it breaks off into what happened to the Juxtaposition. A whole documentary.
Yeah, like, it's like, that's, I don't know why my brain goes there. Not a lot, but it has went there, like, oh shoot, like this is it. Like
This
you
is
got
the
to
end
probably
of the road.
branch off into something
And then that is on
else,
its own.
You know,
We're
so
taking everything, eh? So you're on
I
your
know
own.
they're probably taking everything, but that would never happen, ever. But but like you have to come to the realization, like this is like God appointed, if that's the right word.
Yeah, I think, I feel like if it wasn't, if God was not a part of this, if he didn't want us, it would have failed. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like we genuinely would have just called it a day.
And it happens so organically.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it just happened, very naturally. I just feel like if this wasn't supposed to be, if we're not supposed to be doing this podcast, the Lord would have said something to somebody.
Yeah.
The visionary would have had a dream and say, I can't see clearly. We're not doing this anymore. Let's
Yeah.
call it a day. So I just think, like, if you're doing anything, just side note or a tangent, this is a tangent. If you're going to do anything and you believe in Jesus, and if you don't, I hope you come to Christ. But if you believe in Jesus, you need to put him in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, he needs to be in the middle, and then everything around. Like, people say it all the time, but
Yeah.
it's the truth. You cannot go that far. Like, you need favor. You need grace. You need mercy. You need people to, like,
divine connections.
Yeah, divine connections. Like, you can't just out here be like, I'm going to start a podcast, and then what happens? It dies down. Like, who's going to encourage you in those moments? It's only Jesus. If he said, hey, I want you to do something because you have a gift in this, or you have a platform, I want you to use it. Whatever it is, make him the center and pray about it. Don't just be like, I'm doing this and not pray. Because there's a point where I wasn't really praying for this podcast. Like, I wasn't putting it in the forefront. I wasn't really like, I was like, it's just going to happen, whatever it is, what it is.
Yeah.
But once you start praying for something and then you realize, like, oh gosh, like, I need to put more effort in it. Because the enemy could have torn this thing apart.
Of course. Yeah.
Like, he could have just messed it up. He would have messed up a friendship. He could have messed it up in so many different ways. We could have been greedy. We could have been selfish. We could have been just prideful and like, this person can't do it like this. Or why are they talking like this? Or why are they doing that? So there's a lot of things that could have happened. But thanks be to God,
Yeah.
who brought us this far.
He really did.
He did.
And I just want to say all the things she said, like putting God in the center and all those things encompass, like whether those storms you have when the enemy comes and tells you like, oh, you have 10 views.
Call
You
it a
should
day,
wrap it up.
Yeah.
Like, you don't think them things come to my brain when
Oh, yeah, for sure.
50 views. Not
Bro,
even
you're like-
24 views.
Bro, we should go.
It's like-
We should go back and say after this. But I want to say, which is your favorite episode? Which is your
Yes.
worst?
Right after this. That thing is demoralizing sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
It can hit you like a brick.
What if we have conversations? Be
I
like,
know.
what is
It's like,
this?
this is fire. Like,
Yeah.
some things is like, this is fire. And then some things are not fire. It's like, what the heck? But it's like,
Yeah.
you have to question, like, who are you doing this for?
Yeah.
And me asking this question, I'm talking to
Right.
myself.
Who's your audience too?
Yeah, who is your? Yeah, that's true.
Exactly.
Who's your audience? Who you trying to impact?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because you can't
Not
get
everyone.
everybody. You can't. It's
can't.
impossible.
It's not.
Can't sell guns to both sides.
Yeah.
have a
We don't sell
certain
guns
audience.
though. We sell.
If you know, it's just an analogy.
Yeah,
No
guys.
Bible.
Right? So it's like it's gonna hit you. So you gotta come back
Yeah.
to your senses and be like, I'm doing this for the Lord. And that's it. Social media likes to wrap our brains into, you have to have 10,000
Yes.
followers, 10,000 views, 100,000. If you don't have 100,000 views, you're not popping.
Yeah.
Cut it out. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. What is your favorite episode? Because I'm about to go search mine.
Mine, I don't think I have. Actually, you know what? Okay, we did a lot of things. You know that, right? Because
A
no,
lot
think
of
about it.
things.
Remember the time?
We need to get back to that, bro.
No, what? Remember we did the real talks?
Yes.
Let me tell you about something about real talk. If you watch this video,
Even just looking now, we just okay. Anyway,
if you watch the video on YouTube and you see our intro, which we need to change, we're sorry. I know you guys are tired of seeing that
Yeah,
damn
I know,
intro because
right?
I'm tired too. Let's just let the cat out the bag. But when we shot that intro, we did a next intro called Real
Yeah,
Talk.
we never took.
We never
should-
released it to the world.
Maybe-
Ever. So maybe in this next slide,
this way.
we can show you
Yeah.
I have to dig it up in the crates.
No,
I don't even know.
I have it on my
is.
phone.
You do?
wow.
Are you serious?
Yeah. I have it. I'm even surprised I
Let's
had it on my.
see.
Hold on, let me see. Hold on, give me a second.
With editing, we could just snap it right in. Let's see.
Where's it here?
That's crazy. How real time? She has real time. Yo, she has it. Sorry. Where's the audio?
Oh, we did.
my
actually
God,
liked
I'm
it.
so skinny.
I was so sad when it kind of ended, but it was okay. I was rooting for Real Talks. They weren't rooting for
Oh
it.
my gosh, I was rooting for Real Talk. Bernice was the one that
Yeah,
was
she was
against
the
it.
bearer of bad news still.
No, the reason why, because I'm like, we don't know. We didn't really know
It
what.
was a good decision.
Because
didn't
No,
go
it
we
down
were,
was.
we
that
were just.
path.
I think we're just following the trend.
Yes, it was a great decision. We didn't go down that path. I thank God we said no to Real Talk.
Because we were literally just following the trend.
Yes, Yeah.
Like
we
we
were.
were just like, okay, this is what it's trendy. Let's do this and let's see if it pops.
Yeah.
So trust me, we were following trends and we're like, yeah, let's just do it. But we
Oh my God,
first
Nana
got.
looks so young in this video. In the first video. Wow.
Let me see what's our favorite. One of my
What's my
favorite.
favorite video?
Honestly, if I can go straight off the top of my brain right now, put it on your head. Put it on your head episode.
Oh my God.
Put it on your head episode. I have two. That's my first one.
What was that one about?
Put it.
I have to go watch that one.
Put it on your head episode. You know, everyone knows it. Put it on your head episode was a story. It was basically a story time. A story about a situation where, I guess it was a story about me, like a friend,
Oh,
me
yeah, you
losing a
did.
friend over something that could
Was
have been
it?
talked about. It was 100%.
Are you sure?
Yes, put it on your head was 100%. It had to be.
No, that was the
Oh
follow.
no, it was the follow.
That was
Sorry.
the follow.
Yes, it was
Wow,
the follow.
the creative names.
Yeah, the follow.
We have some good names.
It was the follow. Sorry, yes, the follow.
You just.
I spit? You see the spit? Sorry. And then my second favorite episode, my second favorite episode that I want to redo one day, but this is something that if I can give to a media company, say, here,
Yeah.
look at this work, is Boys to Men.
Oh, with your brother
Boys to
and
Men with my brother,
Yeah.
Tutu and Enoch.
Yeah, that
the
was a good
gems.
one. Maybe you could do it again.
Tutu shared. I don't even know why. That was in season 1.
You should bring it back.
That was like...
Right?
Yeah, that was good.
that was. We only had Tutu once. Mm-hmm. We never had it like with us. Wow. Oh man, that episode was so good. Just gems for men.
Yeah,
Like,
that was a good
It
one.
was a 2-part thing too,
Remember
and then
we
we're supposed to have a girl.
yeah,
like,
and then no,
what?
no.
Sorry.
I told you stop yelling.
Sorry, guys.
But I think the reason why we didn't do it, something happened.
Something happened. It was COVID too. So
yeah,
that
it was COVID.
But you guys need to get that, man. I feel.
Yeah,
like
that
you
was
guys need to
COVID.
Get that pop.
That would be cool to have a round table.
Yeah, as women.
All
Damn,
right.
but yeah, what's your guys' favorite episode?
What were you going to say yours?
No, mine. I was gonna say the one, the hot ones. That one's that was one of the very one.
I'll
first
never
one.
do that again though. Ever.
We have to. We might have to.
Ever in my life. Maybe other people. We could do it here too in the kitchen.
That's true. Yeah, maybe we can do it.
Oh, that's true.
Have a hot ones round table.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
Mine was the series we did with Love is Beyond the State of Being in Love. Those were my
those were
favorite.
nice.
Those were really cherished. Those also did very, very well.
Yeah.
We need to bring that back.
I
this
loved
February.
the couples. I loved learning about them and just their life and how they met each other and how they were just so excited to like tell their
You
story.
did such a good
like, it was
job.
so good.
Look how nice the
I
thing is
know.
too.
Oh,
It
you
was
did have
really
a
good.
playlist.
It was like
Yeah.
4 episodes?
Yeah.
4 episodes, guys. Go watch it, please, because it was really,
It was
really good.
it was a month of love too.
It was a month of
February.
love.
So every week we're putting that out. It's gonna come back this
That's
year.
good.
It has to. It
Was I
has
the
to.
one who edited this?
I think so.
I think you did. I don't think I did.
But yeah, those were some bomb. Those were 4 bomb episodes and 4 bomb couples. So we love doing stuff about love and telling
man.
people's stories. We're really like telling people's stories. So like we want to tell
Yeah.
people's stories. That's
Yeah.
part of what we're trying to push. Testimonies, tell people's testimonies. We're also really like, that's something on our heart, I feel.
Yeah.
To tell people's testimonies, their story, what they've gone through. So I hope that we can bring more people to tell their stories, to be able to inspire others who are watching, and to just, yeah.
Oh gosh, the belly said I'm hungry.
Oh, sorry. But yeah.
But that was those are
Juxtaposition.
if you haven't gone back to our old episodes, please do. I think
Yeah.
it will just obviously there's I feel like there's something in those episodes, every one of those episodes. So there's so many. But hot ones, if you haven't watched it yet,
That's
please.
a crazy one.
It's Christmas time, so I think it will give you a good laugh.
It would.
That would definitely give you a good laugh.
Yeah.
Those are good
Good
days.
time, man.
Oh man,
We should
well,
do a Christmas series.
we
Anyways.
should. There's a lot happening. See the inspiration
Yeah.
just by talking. Well, I mean, I have to go down memory lane even more, but I think that's a wrap for us.
Yeah.
I think
good, guys.
that was good memory lane. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of us. I'm celebrating our 3-year anniversary after
Yes.
1 month, 1 month later, but it's always a celebration is never too late. I think.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
since it's our 3-year anniversary, just get us a 300 subscribers.
Yeah,
Right?
we going. No, but we're on a
Yeah.
1K journey right now.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
Road
we
to
are-
1K, but
yeah,
if you
but
can
let's
get us to
300 so we can get
Yes.
to the 1K.
Yes.
Exactly.
And shout out to the new subscribers. I just seen people subscribe.
I was just gonna
Yes,
say that.
welcome
Good,
to the
that's
club. Welcome
Yes.
to the crew.
Yep.
Welcome to the family.
Yes.
Some
We're
Instagram
excited to
ads.
have you guys join us. What'd you say?
So that's that Instagram ads. You know?
So,
Showing it to the world.
if you haven't known, if you're new to this family, well, what we do here is we inspire people through just where Christ meets culture.
Yes.
Please subscribe.
TJP family.
We're on a road to 1K, so subscribe. And after you subscribe, there's another step you have to do. Share. You have to share. Share with someone who would benefit from this, who would get encouraged, empowered, uplifted, who just needs a good laugh.
Share that.
Share. And the next thing you can do is go to Spotify and follow us, give us a 5-star rating. You can comment on the episodes too. Place your comments down there. It helps us. Feedback is always good. Feedback is always good. Oh,
Yes.
Mama is calling you.
No, that's Mary.
Oh, so that means we got to wrap it up quickly. Well, yes. So make sure you subscribe. Follow us on Spotify, Google, whatever you listen to, however you listen to it. Just like us. Like us. Get us out there because we're here to inspire, empower, and bring Christ to the nations, right? To the people, to the peoples.
To the people them.
All right. Well, that is all for us.
That's all, folks.
We'll see you on the next episode, and we're out.
Peace.
Bye.